because what we do is, we used as a way of modeling the food economy an input-output model called IMPLAN. And IMPLAN has, I don't know, about 60 categories within it that are food related. So we looked there at what the consumption level was in the area. We looked at what the level of local production was for the consumption and what the level of local production was for export. And we said, okay, we're going to hold exports constant, and we're going to increase the level of production so that we can meet all local demand with local supply. And that's 100% self-reliance. So getting from here to there 25% of the way, that was what we studied. So in an area like raw food stuff, or say, the growing of say grains for local consumption, probably in fact we are at 1%. So you could say, yeah, we are envisioning increasing that to 25%. But in an area like restaurants, where we have a large number of restaurants already here, the additional amount of restaurant activity that you need to get 25% of the way to self-reliance is quite small. So that's why, in the end, the study envisions a very large increase in the raw food producing sections of farming and animal growing, and a relatively smaller increase in retail, and a sort of modest increase in manufacturing. What has happened here, and frankly I see it happening all over the country, is that you hear a number that says 1%, 2%, 3% of the economy is local food. And what people mean by that is that a tiny percentage of the fresh food stuff, fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, meat, comes from local farms, and that everything else doesn't. But in point of fact, farming is a very small part of the food system. So you have processing and manufacturing and distribution and retail and wholesale, and you've got food services, and you've got catering, and you've got food universities and food finance. And when you start mapping out the rest of the food system, what you see is that much of that part of the food system is local already. And it's local in two senses. It's local, one, that the enterprises are locally owned, and it's local, two, in the sense that many of these institutions are focused on local purchasing. So many restaurants are buying local. Many grocery stores are trying to increase the presence of local produce in their vending stands. And so I think that what in fact you realize is that in any part of the country, most of the food system is actually local right now. Most of the food system is locally owned. And I think looking at those larger percentages actually is empowering, because it gives one a sense that the change that you would make in order to localize food doesn't go from 1% to 25%, but actually we're moving from, say, 50% to 60%. And that, to me, is a more plausible argument.